What's up guys, it's Mindset Performance Coach Adam Carmel here. In today's video, you're going to learn how to train poker athlete skill number 6, which is presence. Now, becoming a poker athlete is all about training your mind and body for elite poker performance. In order to do that, you've got to identify the key skills to work on and train them in a systemized way in order to level them up. Now, there are 6 skills to train for the mind, and there are 2 skills to train for the body. Today, we're going to focus on skill number 6 for the mind, which is presence. All right, you're going to learn all about why presence is needed for your poker success, how it's the game changer between a lot of the elite players and a lot of the players who are aspiring to get better. I'm going to share with you guys 4 key concepts that you can start to take action on and embody into your days and move forward with. Then I'm going to share with you guys the visual representation so you guys can have a imprint in your head of what it looks like and how to start applying them. I'll then give you guys 5 steps you guys can walk away with to start taking the first steps towards training this skill set. Now, make sure you stick around to the end of this video as I have a special announcement to make about the new Poker Athlete program, which a few of you guys will have an opportunity to get involved in. So stick around to the end of the video for more on that. All right, so there's 4 concepts to dive into. So let's get started on concept number 1. The first concept for playing poker with presence is the training mindset versus the performance mindset. All right. So when you enter any situation in life, there's a state of mind that you can be in. All right. So I'm sure you guys can agree you're in a different state of mind when you're playing poker compared to when you're having a conversation with your friend. Right. It's very different frames of mind. Right. Now, when it comes to your poker career as a whole, I'm just going to simplify things and create 2 mindsets, which are the training and the performance mindset. The training mindset is the mindset you want to use when you're studying, you're learning, you're evaluating, you're trying to get better. All right, I'm going to break down what the training mindset is and what it looks like in just a second. The performance mindset, on the other hand, is the mindset you want to switch on when you're grinding, when you're in the floor, you're trying to play high quality poker. By the end of this video, hopefully it becomes clear why the performance mindset outperforms the training mindset at the poker tables. All right. So the training mindset, first of all, is this one here. So the training mindset has a lot of attributes which are very different to the performance mindset. All right. So first of all, the training mindset is very active. All right. It's always thinking. All right. So think of yourself when you're studying, when you're trying to compute stuff or you're trying to work stuff out. The mind's really active. Right. It's constantly flipping up ideas. So that's one of the first characteristics. So I'll try and describe 5 traits of the trainer mindset, then I'll do 5 of the performance mindset, and then we'll go back and forth and basically show you guys why the performance mindset is better for playing and why the trainer mindset is better for studying. All right, so first of all, the trainer mindset is very active, which is great, right? When you're trying to solve complex problems, you're trying to figure out poker strategies, you're trying to evaluate your performance, you want a pretty active mind, right? You want to just be firing with ideas, all right? The trainer mindset is also very critical, all right? It's very critical, all right? It breaks stuff down. It goes, was that right? Was that wrong? And it criticizes your play, all right? The trainer mindset is also very judgmental, all right? It goes, that was right, that was wrong, shouldn't have done this, shouldn't have done that, all right? So think of yourself studying for poker or even in-game, because sometimes this mindset often transfers over into poker, which we're going to talk about how to avoid that, but it judges. It's like, I shouldn't have done that. That bet size was wrong, and it basically tries to figure out a better strategy. All right, so judgmental. Very hard to write across the board, but that says judgmental. All right, it's also very calculating. All right, it's trying to know exact numbers, exact frequencies, exact bet sizes, exact ranges. It's trying to calculate stuff. All right, so it's calculating is another one. All right, and it's also very scientific. All right, it wants to know the hypothesis. Should I do this? Why should I do this? It wants to be very direct and absolute about its way of thinking. All right, so scientific is a good way of saying, okay, it wants to know exactly the mechanisms why it does stuff and why things work. All right, so scientific. All right, and there's a lot of other attributes, but those are 5 for you guys to get a picture of that mindset. So now picture yourself studying poker and you're using these attributes. So your mind's active, it's judging, it's critical, it's calculating, and it's scientific. You're studying poker, these are pretty good traits, right? You want these to be firing. And what I found working with many poker players over the years, they have a very good trainer mindset. Almost every poker player I've worked with is drawn to poker because of their ability to activate this trainer mindset, all right? You guys are disproportionately good at being in this state of mind, all right, which is a blessing. But it's also, as you guys are going to find out, a biggest curse, a curse for high-level poker performance, all right? So this is the trainer mindset, so picture this when you're studying, trying to get better at poker, all right? Now, the second mindset that you guys want to switch on is the performance mindset. Now, this is the mindset you want to be in when you're grinding, all right? I'm going to explain 5 concepts of it, and then I'm going to show you guys why this mindset outperforms the training mindset at the tables, all right? So first of all, the performance mindset is very empty, very empty. Now, for some people that sounds counterintuitive because you're like, wait a second, I'm trying to perform well, why is my mind empty? But it just means it's clear, all right? The decisions are easy. So rather than you thinking stuff and the mind running over loads of ideas, it's empty, and then the information comes in, and you make the decision. It's clear and empty. All right, so I'm just going to go empty for today. Also, it is very instinctive. All right, you're using your instincts and your kind of gut feels in the moment. All right, so instinct. It's also very intuitive. All right, you're able to use your intuition in the moment, so you trust your gut reads. So instincts and intuition kind of go hand in hand, but you're able to use your intuition, all right? And intuition and instincts are often built on a deep skill set, like lots and lots of data that's in your kind of subconscious, but it comes to you in almost like a good feeling, all right? So you've got instincts and your intuition. You're more of an intuitive player. This doesn't mean that you just go with your feels and have no kind of logic behind it, but you're able to trust your intuition, all right? Intuition. Here's the next one, all right? Another attribute of the performance mindset is it's very playful. It's playful. It's able to have fun. It's curious, and it's able to enjoy the game. All right, so you're in a playful frame of mind. And another attribute is it's very relaxed. Very relaxed. It's not trying to force things. It's just completely in a relaxed state. All right, so we've got 2 kind of not polar opposites, but very different frames of mind to be in. All right, now I'm going to sell you guys on trying to be in the performance mindset whilst you play. All right, so performance mindset, let's have a look at the attributes. It's empty. Empty meaning it's clear and it's able to process information without like a backlog of thoughts running through it. It's instinctive, uses instincts, and intuitive, which kind of go hand in hand. You're able to use your instincts and intuition hands on. It's playful, it's having fun with what you're doing, and it's very relaxed. All right. Now, when you're playing poker, envision your best poker session, or envision a recent session where things went really well. Not in terms of results, but you felt things went really good. You played a really good session, all right? Things went well, all right? In that session, was it effortful or effortless? Most likely it was quite effortless, all right? You were in towards the performance mindset, quite relaxed, quite empty. Things come easy, all right? You're probably using your instincts and intuition more. You're probably being very playful and having fun. Although you might not have seen it this way, you probably had quite an empty mind. You didn't have loads of ideas going through your head. You weren't worried about what to eat. You weren't worried about what's going to happen after the session. You weren't worried about your bankroll or the bills that need to be paid. All right, you were just in the flow of the game. All right. So often we know that the performance mindset is the better mindset only by snippets of being in it, and we're like, I played really good there, but it felt easy. On the flip side, when you're in the trainer mindset, you're thinking a lot, all right? You're thinking a lot. You're trying to calculate stuff, but your mind's also very active. It's not just active in terms of trying to figure out the strategy. It's active in general. It's thinking about loads of different things, all right? It's very busy. It's critiquing stuff. Oh, damn, should I have made that bet? Was that a call? It's replaying stuff from the past hands, and it's trying to figure out how to fix stuff. It's calculating stuff. It's going, is this a call? It's not. And when you calculate stuff, you say no to intuition, all right? So when your mind calculates, by consciously calculating, you're generally turning down intuition. You're saying no to intuition and yes to the calculating. Scientific and judgmental. All right, when you're in the trainer mindset, you're judging everything. Was that good? Was it bad? Should I have done that? Should I not have done that? Now, what you'll find is when you're in this mindset, you don't perform anywhere near as well as when you're in the performance mindset. All right, you've got to realize that the highest performing mind is this kind of playful, relaxed, non-judgmental, in the flow of the game, using instinct and intuition. Now, hopefully you guys can see that, and you guys can think of your past performances and say, yeah, actually I play my best in this, more like this frame of mind. Then you've got to start figuring out how to cultivate it. All right, so most players, the mistake they make, they're in the trainer mindset all day, every day. They may have glimpses of the performance mindset, but even when they're playing, they're cultivating this frame of mind. They're constantly thinking, constantly judging, constantly critiquing, and they think they need to dial up this more. If they want to perform better, dial up everything more, think more, activate more, calculate more, judge more, do more, do more. It's the complete wrong approach. It's the complete wrong approach. You actually need to do the inverse, all right? You need to have less effort, more relaxed, empty the mind, use instinct and intuition to actually enter that higher state of performance, all right? So the trainer mindset, great for studying. Performance mindset, great for playing, all right? I won't go too much more into those right now, but we'll be coming back to these concepts as we go through. All right, concept number 2, trust, increase trust, decrease judgment. Increase trust, decrease judgment, all right? So when you're in this performance mindset, it's empty mind, you're using your instincts and intuition, you're being playful and relaxed. In order to be able to do that consistently, you've got to trust yourself. You've got to trust your ability to make decisions. You've got to trust your instincts, your reads, your feels. You've got to trust those things. If you don't, guess what happens? You start judging. You start judging yourself. Guess what happens when you judge yourself? Ding, 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 trainer mindset gets activated. So imagine as soon as you stop trusting yourself and you start judging, imagine the trainer mindset shutting down, the performance mindset shutting down, and the trainer mindset activated. All right, and you can only be in one mindset or the other. It's on or off. You want the performance mindset on, the trainer mindset off, whilst you're grinding. But as soon as you start judging, boom. Guess what judging is? It's judging the past behaviors. So now you're missing the present information. You're missing what's happening now because your mind is in the past. Now, hopefully you guys can see there's a time and a place for both these mindsets, right? This isn't the bad guy. This isn't the good guy. It's just a time and a place. When you're playing, you want the performance mindset, which requires trust, all right? And you will stay in this performance mindset for as long as you can trust yourself, for as long as you can trust your plays, for as long as you can trust your reads, for as long as you can trust yourself to make good decisions, all right? As soon as you start judging, you change mindsets, all right? So second concept is you need to learn how to increase trust and how to decrease judgment whilst grinding, all right? Third concept, confidence up, increase confidence, decrease fear, all right? So in line with trust, in order to keep trust high, you need high confidence, all right? You need to know what you're doing, all right? If you're trying to be in the performance mindset, but you have no skill set, you have no ability at the games you're playing, then you're gonna struggle, all right? Because you can't fake confidence for too long, all right? If you're not confident, your mind's going to get active, all right? When you lose confidence, you start trying to think your way out of situations, all right? So you got to trust, but you also got to build a strong confidence in your game, a strong confidence in your ability to use your instincts and intuition in game, a strong confidence in I can make decisions, and even if I make mistakes, I learn from it and get better, all right? You got to build that. On the flip side, you've got to decrease fear, because as soon as fear gets activated, the trainer mindset starts trying to judge, critique, calculate, and fix things. All right, so as soon as you fear what could be happening, you're out of the performance mindset. There's no fear here. There's no fear because it's empty, it's relaxed, it's playful, there's nothing to fear. In the trainer mindset, there's a lot of fear, all right? So you've got to understand that in order to stay in this mindset, so you start your session in this mindset, in order to stay here, trust and confidence need to be high, judgments and fear need to be low, all right? So you need to figure out what fears you have that hold you back and how to lower them all, all right? There's a whole system I go through in the Poker Athlete program and how to lower fears and increase confidence. That's the next concept. And the fourth concept is entering peak performance zone, all right? So it's understanding you're in these mindsets, all right? You mean the trainer mindset or the performance mindset. Entering the peak performance zone means how do I get here often? How do I spend the majority of my session in the performance mindset? And when I drift from the performance mindset into this trainer mindset, let's say I lose confidence in my players, I start feeling fearful, or I judge myself, how do I get myself back into this performance zone? How do I re-enter that performance mindset? How do I train myself over and over to empty the mind, to be relaxed, to use instinct and use intuition? It's all well and good me saying, use your instincts, empty your mind, be relaxed. But then you're at the poker tables and the mind's going, active, 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 judge, critique, 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 Fear. It's easier said than done, right? So you've got to train yourself over time to enter a peak performance zone. And when you leave that peak performance zone, go to the trainer mindset, you've got to figure out ways to bring yourself back, right? There's a whole training you can do to bring yourself back into the performance mindset. All right, so just to recap, we had training and performance mindset. Trainer mindset is studying out of game. Performance mindset is going to outperform the trainer mindset every time in game. Then we've got trust needs to be high and confidence needs to be high to stay there. All right, if you want to stay in the performance mindset, high trust, high confidence. Things that drag you out of it are judgments and fear. Fear and judgments. Fear often leads to judgment. So as you start fearing stuff, you start judging. When you judge, generally leads to fear as well. So those two things going up will decrease your chance of staying in the performance mindset. It'll push you back to trainer mindset. And then we've got entering the peak performance zone. How do you train yourself to go into this peak performance mindset over and over? And when you leave it, how do you train yourself to get back? All right, we're now going to go into 5 steps you guys can start taking today to start working on this skill set. All right, this is not an exhaustive list. It's going to be a baby step in the right direction, but hopefully this will give you an action point to actually start working towards cultivating more of a performance mindset. All right, so 5 steps. Step number 1 is to notice the difference between the training and performance mindset. All right, so though I give you a few definitions of what a trainer mindset looks like and what a performance mindset looks like, you're gonna have your own version, all right? So you need to have a think about when you're studying, when you're trying to figure things out, what does your trainer mindset look like, all right? Is it active? Is it calculating? Is it judgmental, like the example I gave? Or is your trainer mindset a bit different? Is your trainer mindset got different descriptive words to go with it? And same with performance mindset. For this one, think of your best poker performances. Think when you play your amazing poker and describe in adjective terms what it was like, what was going through your mind, how your state of mind was, what it felt like. All right, so from my observations, it's generally very empty. It's very using instincts, intuition, playful, it's quiet, it's letting things happen rather than forcing things. But you got to create a profile and spot which one is working for you, all right, or what the profile looks like for each training and performance. All right, create your own profile. Next, you want to profile your performance mindset, all right? The reason I didn't say profile your training mindset is we spend way too much time there, all right? As a poker player, I can guarantee you're very good at being in the trainer mindset. Your problem isn't that. Your problem is getting out of the trainer mindset and into the performance mindset. And to do that, you've got to create a very clear profile of your performance mindset and also the things that allow you to get into it, all right? So create a profile of what your performance mindset looks like, right? Describe when you're at your best. Then you want to go identify obstacles to the performance mindset. All right, this is when it gets really interesting. So if you get good at these concepts and you learn to put yourself into the performance mindset when you're playing, that's kind of base 1 ticked. What you'll find is things happen at the poker tables and you're out of it. You make a mistake, boom, mind gets active. Your opponent does something that you don't like or cool as you, boom, mind gets active. All right, and you go into the trainer mindset. So you've got to look at what are the obstacles for you. For some people, it's mistakes. Others, it's bad beats. Others, it's playing too long, or it's bad kind of lifestyle habits which get them tired when they're playing. But often things will happen that stop you being able to be in a performance mindset. Some of you guys could be lack of confidence. It could be lack of trust in your players. But write down the obstacles that prevent you from getting into it, but also things that throw you out whilst you're playing. All right. Then create anchors to bring you back. All right, so you've got to get good at understanding, my mind's got active. I'm in my judgmental mind now, which is the trainer mindset. I need to bring an anchor to bring me back to the performance mindset. An anchor means something that you can hold on to, that can anchor you back into that frame of mind. How can you remind yourself and spot when you went to the trainer mindset? So step 1 is spotting. I'm in the performance mindset right now, and I'm feeling very instinctive and intuitive. I've drifted to the trainer mindset. How do I bring myself back to that performance mindset? You create a set of anchors that you allow yourself to come back to it, all right? And then finally, number 5, practice training your instincts and intuition. Practice training your instincts and intuition. All right, it's funny because poker often gets split into camps, and you often have, we're the field-based players, the exploitative people, and we're the GTO players who just use numbers and maths. All right, it's almost like the field-based guys using instincts and intuition are not calculating stuff. They're less kind of maths-based. But in reality, that's not true. All right, and if anything, all poker players need to learn how to trust their instincts and their intuition. All right, and the reason is when you're trying to make decisions, the conscious mind can only process so much. All right, there's only a limited amount of bandwidth in the conscious mind. Your subconscious can process hundreds, thousands more data points than the conscious mind. So when you're using your instincts are basically a gut feeling based on hundreds, thousands, millions of data points of this situation you've seen in, and it gives you a feel that you can go with. When you start to trust your instincts and intuition, you realize, you're actually tapping into a higher knowledge point, a higher data pool of information. And once you use that more often, you'll realize trusting your instincts is way better than, other page, trusting your training mindset. All right, it's way better to trust your instincts, even when you get it wrong. All right, but to do this, you've got to live and die by your own sword. All right, when you trust your instincts and intuition, you will not get it right every time. All right, just a newsflash. All right, but when you start to get better at it and train it more and more, you start to have more and more success with it. All right, you start to realize that my instincts and intuition are way more accurate than my judging logic in the moment. All right, that may not be, you might not believe that right now, but once you start training, practice being in it, using your instincts and intuition, almost all players I've worked with have verified that this is true for them as well. All right, they get better and better at using the instincts become more and more accurate, and then it's just trusting your instincts in the moment and having the confidence to do that and not judging, which goes back into the training mindset. All right, so 5 steps. Know the difference between training and performance mindset. Profile your performance mindset. Identify the obstacles in the way of the performance mindset. Create anchors to bring it back, and just practice training your instincts and intuition. Instincts and intuition means trust your gut feels and go with confidently with what you feel in the moment and not overthinking. All right? So hopefully that's give you guys a good outline of what skill number 6, presence, looks like, and it's got you interested in training this part of your poker skill set. All right? And I think it's such an overlooked avenue. All right, there's a great book on this topic as well called Poker with Presence by Jason Su, where he calls it Unlocking the Final 15%. And I kind of agree with that, and even this is skill number 6, the kind of final 15% of the mind and the skills for the mind. All right, so if you guys have enjoyed this video and you're interested in hearing more about these concepts and how to train them in a systemized way and go through a program to actually work on this every day until this is your superpower, I've got a new program coming out, which you guys can click in the link in the description, and you guys put your name and email in, and you'll get access to all the information about that and how you guys can be a part of the new program that's going to be training you guys on this skill set and 7 other skill sets to become an elite poker athlete. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you smash that like button before you go, and look out for future videos on the poker athlete concept, which are coming very soon.